You're listening to the BNI Effect, the podcast for Brisbane entrepreneurs who believe in givers gain. I'm Tony Meredith, and ordinarily I'm a business coach who specialises in sales and leadership, but today I'm your host and fellow BNI member. In this episode, I chat to another Brisbane BNI member to explore their biggest wins, biggest lessons, and how you can get the most out of your BNI membership. This is episode number 94, and today's guest is Wayne Bramwell from Bramwell Partners. Welcome, Wayne. How are you?
Great. Thanks, Tony. Really good to see you again, mate.
Mate, great to see you again. Thank you for being here. Given we're going to chat about BNI, let's kick it off there. What's the best referral you've either received or given through BNI?
I could probably run through half a dozen, but the best, you've asked for one. Back in 2016, we received a referral to a client, and we still have them today, and they've generated over 500K in closed business over that period. So, yeah, probably one our best.
And so how did that come about?
Actually, through a referral in a chapter that Tamika was in, my wife, and it was through just a referral partner, an IT consultant that was speaking with their client and got us an introduction.
Amazing.
Perfect, ideal referral.
Amazing. Well, congratulations. That's a phenomenal example. When did you first discover BNI?
Well, again, Tamika joined BNI 16 years ago when she started our business.
Yep.
The first time I came across it was she was presenting her feature presentation one day.
Okay.
I think I'm not sure if it was her first, but I went as a guest to support her, and that was probably my first view of this BNI thing that she'd started up as a brand new business.
And so so she started 16 years ago. So how far into her journey did you go along and see BNI in action?
Well, after 6 years, she grew the business through BNI only. We didn't do any other way until I could quit my job, my 9 to 5, and I joined BNI and the business.
Wow. And obviously that's a great testimonial, the fact that Tamika, your wife and business partner, has been able to do that. But was there something specific about BNI, Wayne, that attracted you to join?
Look, it's if I go back to the actual feature presentation she did, when she finished the 10-minute presentation, there was, I think from memory, 4 people that stood up and said, could we have a one-to-one, because I think I need your assistance. And it was a light bulb moment to me that, hey, this little thing could work.
Wow. So how far into that did you then realise that, you know what, this is worth it for you, for your business, along with Tamika?
Well, nothing happens overnight, but so it was through all those referrals that the model of our business, we tend to not lose clients. So as we keep getting referrals, that's adding to our business. So until and when I joined the business, so did our son Connor. So she went from 1 person to 3 people overnight, sort of thing, which was purely off BNI. And it was like, this is going to just continue to grow. We are going to grow with it. Sort of thing.
Wow. Congratulations. What is it that you consistently do to bring results in BNI?
You have to show up. You have to be very visible, be professional, present as the professional you want to be looked at, I think is the real key. That's...
So on the flip side then, what are some of the mistakes that you see other members make where they perhaps aren't maximising the opportunity with BNI?
Well, again, being not professional.
The opposite of that.
Yeah. When people walk into your room, you're not sure. Nobody knows who else is going to be in the room on the day, and I've heard it said many times. If your absolute ideal referral was in the room today, would you be wearing what you're wearing? Would you be acting the way you're acting, or would you be different? You have to be conducting yourself professionally at all times, because you don't know who's looking.
Yeah, and it's a good point that you make, and it's not only about the people in the room, is it? Because it's actually the people outside of the room. So even though you might have a connection with someone in that room, but perhaps your ideal referral is a contact of theirs. And so, like you're saying, you need to show up, operate, behave in the way as if you were dealing with your ideal referral.
Yeah, absolutely. And I look at it the other way as well, is not only we've got the members in the chapter, but all the visitors that come through, and I have experienced that one of those visitors was our ideal referral. And we got work out of it. It was, the ideal situation.
And again, because you simply fronted up the way that you dressed, you behaved, you operated the way that you were aiming towards your idea referral, and then there you go. Amazing things happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's talk about your business now, Bramwell Partners. So what is Bramwell Partners all about?
What are we about? Well, so we're business consultants where we help our clients around their compliance with the Fair Work Act, the Workplace Health and Safety Act, and any other areas that they might need compliance with. So, for instance, ISO certification, international standards, quality, safety, environment, information security, NDIS, anything where people might get audited and need to provide evidences, that's where we'll help them make sure all their documentation is correct and they have all the policies and procedures in place. That's the first part. The second part is actually the culture within the organisation to get the optimum performance out of the team. And performance not necessarily, working hard. It could be participating hard and being a true professional to the clients, providing them all the assistance that they need for them to have an ideal business.
Now, you're based in Brisbane. Where are your clients found, Wayne?
Nowadays, pretty well all around Australia. We do have clients that are solely located in places like Townsville, Central Queensland, South Australia. We have a couple of clients that are head office in Brisbane, national clients that we travel around to work with them as well. Also have clients in the Northern Territory. Got one of our team up in Yulara at the moment doing safety audits up there for them. The reach is getting out there nowadays.
That's amazing. So started off with Tamika. About 6 years after that, you were able to quit your day job. How many's in the team today?
We have 9 at present and actively recruiting for another 2.
Wow. Congratulations on all of your, success over the years. It's a wonderful story. What makes Bramwell Partners different? Because there's a number of players that are in your space. So how are you guys different to them?
I think one of the keys is that our values, which is our whole job is to be here to assist our clients for them to have a better business. So it's to provide them with the advice on how they can be compliant, to how they can have a better business around the policies and the processes of the people in their organisation. I'm very conscious when I'm talking to people that I'm not a business coach, Tony. That's your job. So it's not around the mindset. Our clients can make different decisions than what we recommend. We're an advisor. And that advice may be everything from how to be compliant with the legislation or to be best practice, and where they feel it fit in. That's up to each individual business.
What are some common problems that your clients are facing, and how do you and the team at Bramwell Partners solve them, Wayne?
Probably the main issue that people come to us for is they've built this organisation, this team, and they've grown it to a size where they're not getting traction. So they've increased from 5 to 10 people, but they're not really making any more profit. Then they're starting to think, why did I do that? It's because they're not getting the involvement of the team included, and they're doing all the work. So it's a matter of turning it around and getting the holding the team accountable for what their roles are and how they can actually add benefit to the business and to the clients in that long term.
Outstanding. Who's an ideal referral for you right now?
look, an ideal referral at the moment is we focusing quite a bit on childcare centres. That's where we doing a lot of safety audits. I've just come back from WA where I did was at Kalgoorlie and all around Perth doing audits on childcare centres there. This is the second year that we've been to those, and the thing that I've been most pleased about is the things that we were able to highlight as concerns last year, and we've gone back this year, and it's so dramatically different. So getting the reward of knowing that we are making a difference is just fabulous.
Amazing. Yeah. What three things do you think BNI has assisted your business to help it get to where it is today?
Probably the first thing is originally giving us, Tamika and I, the confidence that this business was going to be able to be sold to the market through a networking environment. That was the first key. The second part is through a BNI referral and through another BNI member. We were then went through an SEO to develop our web pages, and now we're ranking very highly in some 100-odd words and getting a lot of inquiries through our webpage. And the third part is we put it right down to, and bottom line is surrounding ourselves with professionals like yourself. Now, Tony was our business coach for a couple of years, and in the period of time from when Tony started as our business coach, we have doubled our business size since working with Tony. So it's those things that have made our business successful. Is we do what we do well, but we have to recognise that we don't do some things, and that's where we get the right professionals in. And there's many of those people that we've met through BNI, which is fantastic.
And that's the key, isn't it? So it's not just about bringing the right professionals, but it's about all these professionals exist within BNI. And so, you don't have to look that hard. Across BNI in Australia, there's something like 7,000 odd members. So, there's going to be someone of some classification somewhere in the country, I would imagine.
Yeah, I believe that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Some really, probably one of the things I've seen over the years is some absolutely brilliant business people in BNI. Blows my socks off.
It's a wonderful place to be. So fantastic. Thank you, Wayne, for sharing, and also thank you for mentioning me. Want to talk about a word association game now. So I'm going to say some words. I'm looking for some short, sharp responses from you. So the first one is networking.
Networking, well, to me is BNI.
Very simple. Good. We're just easing into this, Wayne. So okay, referrals?
Referrals, again, my fourth thought is through BNI. Very successful, high success rate.
Okay. Success?
Success, I guess, to me is on the business development. So I think it's around business growth, team development.
Okay.
To me, that's success.
Yeah. Coffee?
Coffee meeting.
Okay. Giver's gain.
Giver's gain. Helping people to be successful, and that's both clients and partners. Mm-hmm. The more we help people, the more it'll come back.
Yeah. Amazing. Sport?
Rugby league.
Team?
Fins up, mate.
The Dolphins. Very good.
Yes, mate.
And lastly, BNI.
My sales and marketing department.
Fantastic. If you could give one piece of advice to someone who wants to grow their business through networking, what would it be, Wayne?
Don't try and sell to the people that you're networking with. Sell through them. You don't want to, it's a bonus if having conversations with them, they see you and your business as something that can help them. But if anybody feels like they're being sold to, they shut down. So just be genuine, be professional, but don't talk to people as if you're trying to sell to them. If they need your service, they will take you up.
Great advice. You mentioned that you're recruiting for a couple of roles at the moment, but is there anything else exciting that's happening in Bramwell Partners at the moment that you'd like the listeners or viewers to know about?
We this year are looking at really focusing on adding value to our clients as well through systems and applications that they can use that will improve their businesses. And we've associated and aligned ourselves with a couple of those type things that really adds benefit to the clients.
So what would be an example of that, Wayne?
We use and recommend an app called Safety Culture, for instance. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely fantastic for businesses to help manage their safety and compliance systems.
Yep.
So that is probably, and that's also the app that I use when I go and do safety audits. It's a really probably we've struggled for years to try and find the right applications, because we're always getting asked, what's a system that we can use? And it's only been in the last 18 months that Safety Culture has come to the standard where we think it's worth promoting to our clients.
Fantastic. How can listeners learn more about Bramwell Partners or get in touch with you, Wayne?
We have a webpage. If you Google Bramwell Partners, we will come up, absolutely. We're very active on social media, so LinkedIn as well and Facebook. Or if you go to BNI and search for Wayne Bramwell, I'll come up.
Amazing. Thank you, Wayne. Really appreciate it. Look, that wraps up another episode of the BNI Effect. Many thanks to today's guest, Wayne Bramwell, for sharing his insights with us and showing us what's possible in BNI. If you're a BNI member, perhaps there's an idea that Wayne has shared this morning that you can go and implement over the next week. If you're a visitor to BNI, I hope you've seen how powerful this community really can be for your business. Subscribe to hear or view more real stories from Brisbane BNI members. And until next time, give more, trust more, grow more.